Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Layla, and for this video I'm going to be giving you a finance update for April 2023. These videos are always some of my longest videos, so I'm going to kind of update y'all on the major updates as I go through my spending for the month and anything else that is important. But I do want to go over the goals that I set for April 1st and whether or not I reach those. So my first goal for April was to get my emergency fund back up to $6,000, and I did achieve this goal. So back in March, I used about $2,400 something or $2,500 or so from my emergency fund to finish saving for my student loan debt. If you have no clue what I'm talking about, I definitely suggest going back and watching some of my previous videos, but basically I am saving for my student loan debt and not actively paying those down, but I'm completely done saving for those now, and I finished that in March because I used my emergency fund. I knew that going into April I would be able to completely replenish what I took out, and that's because I got my bonus in March, on the final day of March. I've also been seeing an increase in my side hustle income. So yeah, going into the month, I knew that I would likely be able to do this. It's not exactly where it was. You'll see that it's like, I don't know, I think $25 or some amount short, but you'll see that number in just a bit. My second goal was to put $500 or more to my Roth IRA for 2023, and I also achieved this goal. I actually put a lot more than $500. I did not expect to be able to do much more to my Roth IRA, but again, just had a lot more income to work with. So that was very exciting, and I have made quite a bit of progress on my Roth IRA, and I'll show you those numbers in a bit too. Third goal was to get rid of at least 50 things. This is part of my low spend year / declutter year. I'm gonna give this one a check that I did achieve this goal. I didn't do a good job of tracking what I got rid of, but I started packing. It was actually on the final day of April that I started getting rid of stuff. That's when I really started packing to move. I'm moving this weekend, and I did start getting rid of things. I'm pretty positive that I got rid of at least 50 things, and I think I'm still on a good track to get rid of at least, my goal for the whole year is to get rid of 365 items or 365 things. With me moving, completely moving my apartment into a home, I should be getting rid of a lot of stuff in May. I will be getting rid of a lot of stuff in May. So I'm feeling pretty confident on that goal as a whole. So I'm gonna give it a check mark for April. Now we can get into my income as well as my spending. After that, I will talk about all of my numbers. I'm going to pop my spreadsheet up on the screen. If you are interested in using the spreadsheet, it will be linked down below. You can get it for free, or you can check out my Etsy shop, and I have a couple of other spreadsheets available for you to choose from, including a goal tracker, which I will show in this video too. But let's get to my income first. All right, so my work income for April was still the same, $3,842. I am a Salesforce consultant. I always like to mention that I transitioned careers. I was previously a microbiologist, and then I became a Salesforce consultant, and that was possible through the Talent Stacker program. So if y'all are interested in transitioning careers specifically into Salesforce, then definitely check out Talent Stacker at talentstacker.com/Layla. That will be linked down below as well with a little bit more info, and I have a couple of videos, or a few videos, on my whole Salesforce career change journey. I mentioned this in my May budget video, but I did get promoted, so that didn't happen, that wasn't in effect until May 1st, so I am now in my new position, but in April, I was still at my previous position, so I did not get my pay increase in April that began on May 1st, which is why this is still the same amount. I did get a 12% pay increase, so this should be a bit higher going forward, and that's very exciting. It's also going to help me contribute more to my 401k and get a higher match, and I'm really excited to see the progress on everything going forward. Next is business income. So another solid month, $3,557.88. As always, I will do an income report that will go up this weekend, and I give a breakdown of where all this money came from. So if you're interested about that, definitely check it out. Same with my other income, so let's go to that one. Other income, $1,525.72. Pretty strong month here, but I will say this does include my federal income tax refund. I still haven't received state. Like, I can see it on my, when I log into the Georgia Tax Center, I can see that I have the refund available, but it says that it's processing and it will get to me within 12 weeks. So I don't know, I see it sitting there, and usually it doesn't take this long, but hopefully I'll get that soon so I can put that money to use. Altogether, I was working with about $8,900 for the month, but I also pulled from my sinking fund, just one of them, and I took out $1,289, and I will explain where that came in as I go through my spending. All right, so quite a few of these I'm just going to run through pretty quickly because they are about the same every single month. First up are my taxes. This is my taxes sinking fund. I put money here to make my quarterly estimated payments from my business income. I budgeted $650 and I did save $650. Emergency fund, I budgeted $3,000, ended up doing $2,400 because that's all that I needed to put back into my emergency fund in order to get it back up to $6,000. So a little bit lower than what I expected, which is perfect. Next is my gift sinking fund. Per usual, I budgeted $75 and I did put $75. Car/car maintenance sinking fund, $100. I did put $100. Car insurance sinking fund, $100. I did put $100. And then final sinking fund is for beauty, and that was $75, and I did do $75. Next up is my Roth IRA. The pink section, red section is for investing. I wanted to do $500, that was my goal, and I actually was able to do $2,275. So way more than I expected to. You can see $1,775 more than I thought I would. So this was great. Really strong progress, and obviously has helped my Roth IRA to grow, my net worth to grow. I'm so excited to get this maxed out and just out of the way for 2023. As I've mentioned in many videos, as well as Transfer Tuesdays, my Roth IRA is my main focus right now. So that's what I am prioritizing. I want to max that out by June, and then after that I'll start focusing on my other financial goals and probably investing elsewhere. But I love this because previously I've always focused on my debt, and April was really the first month where I was able to focus elsewhere on investing specifically. Donate, I budgeted $100 and I did donate $100. Per usual, I donated to Barkville Dog Rescue. I can have them linked down below. This purple section is for housing. So first is rent, trash, and pest. Altogether, that's $1,537, and that's correct. Wi-Fi is $55 with Google Fiber. Electricity was $74.12. That is what I paid, a little bit lower than what I've been seeing previously. Water and sewage, $18.10, and that was $18.10. And then household, I budgeted $50, ended up spending $38.88, so a little bit under budget. I think all that I bought were a few packs of laundry detergent. So I buy the laundry detergent sheets from Earthbreeze, and those are a little bit pricier than other detergent that I used to buy in the past, but I did buy a few of them, so stocked up there. Orange section is for food. First is groceries. I budgeted $400, ended up spending $304.52, so $95.48 under budget here. I'm usually not under budget on food, but I've been doing okay for the last couple months. I will say that in April I got sick. I did end up getting COVID, so one of the weekends I just didn't go grocery shopping at all, I bought a lot less because I was sick. And when, I don't know if y'all have had COVID, but I know when I have a fever and when I'm feeling really sick, I have no appetite. So it's really bad, but I typically end up not eating because everything is just disgusting when you're sick. And then, I don't know, I just did a better job of planning meals and budgeting, I guess. But I think that really saved me. There was a couple of times where I just made my food stretch out for a longer time. Hopefully I can continue staying under budget. I don't want to not eat, of course, but not too bad. $400 is still reasonable. I'm fine with spending money on food always. Food out, I budgeted $50, ended up spending $74.15, so a bit over budget here, $24.15. I always say that I want to keep track of the food that I'm purchasing, but honestly, I couldn't tell you right now. I think one of these is maybe a coffee. I know I got a vending machine coffee because I was at a hospital, and that was $1. And then one of this was a dinner out for myself and my boyfriend, which is what put me over budget a little bit. So yeah, I can't remember everything else though. Not too bad. I'm not gonna stress about going over budget there. Next is gas for my car. I budgeted $50. I only got gas once, and that was $38.21, so still under budget. Health and beauty. I budgeted $2,500, and that was because I got my sweat treatment. I was planning to get my Miraidry. It's a sweat treatment. I have hyperhidrosis of my underarms, and I did get that done, which is where that money that I pulled from my sinking fund came from. So I depleted my beauty sinking fund because I was saving specifically for Miraidry. I ended up spending $2,441.68 total. You can see a breakdown of everything. So my medication, I had to pay for a couple of co-pays. I did buy stuff for after I got my sweat treatment. I went to the chiropractor, that's also a copay. Bought deodorant, bought shampoo and conditioner, I bought lotion, I did get a massage, and then finally I got an IV drip. So that's, somebody has asked me before like what that is. So these are what I call fun IVs. I go to a place called Drip Bar in Atlanta specifically, and it's a place where you can get an IV. So you're getting fluids, vitamins, minerals. You get to choose what you want, and I like to do that every quarter. So yeah, obviously the most expensive thing here was my Miraidry treatment. That was $1,950, but they had a credit on my account, so it was $1,930. I'm not going to talk about that in detail on this channel because this is specifically about my finances, but I do have a lifestyle channel that's always linked down below, Living Like Layla. If you're interested on that journey and that whole procedure, I already put up the video about that, and I'll continue to update on that channel. So definitely high spend in health and beauty for April, but this is what I've been planning. It's something I've wanted to do for so long, and I knew that after paying off my debt, or having enough money saved for my debt, that this was something I wanted to prioritize. That was always one of my plans all along. Like, this is one of the first things I'm gonna do when I'm done with my debt. So I did it. Next is dogs. Budgeted $700 because I thought they would be getting a teeth cleaning, but that didn't end up happening. They did have a visit though, so I did pay a little bit more than I usually do. That was $271. This goes to my sister because she has our 2 dogs that we had adopted together, but they live with her. They will be getting a teeth cleaning in June, so I'll have to prepare for that. That's gonna be much more expensive, of course. Next is business. I budgeted $800, ended up spending $715.80. If you watch my video later on this weekend with my income report, I also go over my expenses and I'll break that down. Netflix, $15.49, that's what I spent. Parking, I budgeted $10, but ended up paying for parking twice. Once at the hospital, and then my boyfriend and I went to the Beltline. That was $15.60 total, not too bad. Uber. So when I got back from Colombia, I got an Uber for myself and my boyfriend because I literally didn't pay for anything else on that trip aside from my flight. So, and some like coffees that I bought in Colombia, but like my boyfriend and his family had paid for everything. So I got the Uber back to my apartment. I didn't plan on that, so that was $46.40. And then the final thing here, gifts. I'm not sure why I didn't budget for this, or I guess I didn't expect it in the month of April, but that was a lot more, $166.42. This was because I was supposed to purchase some gifts. Well, one gift for my mom in March, but I didn't end up buying it, so that rolled over into April, and my sister and I split that. And then I also paid for baby shower gifts. My step-cousin is having another baby and ended up purchasing that, which I did not... I think I didn't, going into April, I didn't know that that was happening. For some reason, over the last couple months, I haven't been pulling from my gift sinking fund. I don't know, with the amount of money that I'm working with, I'm able to easily cash flow it, and it's like, I don't really need to pull from that sinking fund. So if I don't feel any sort of pressure, I'm not going to pull from that sinking fund. I don't know, it just is whenever I feel like it, I guess. But that sinking fund is growing because I haven't taken out of it in some time. I don't know why. I just haven't. Altogether, I spent $11,587.37, but if we exclude my debt and savings, I spent a little under $6,000. So very strong month in my opinion. I thought April was great. I was so excited to be able to replenish my emergency fund and put so much more to my Roth IRA. And now we can go ahead and talk about my numbers. So my savings, my investments, and my net worth. That's always the most exciting. So let's jump to that. I'm actually gonna go to the bottom of the screen now and then put my spreadsheet on the full page. Okay, let's run through my savings first. These are my sinking funds. I have almost all of these accounts in Marcus by Goldman Sachs, and these are the numbers that I had saved in these accounts on the final day of the month after the interest came through for them. I always have my Marcus link down below if you want an extra 1% in your high yield savings account for 3 months. It's a great account. Okay, so first up, taxes. As I mentioned, I saved some money for my quarterly estimated taxes. I did have to pay my Q1 taxes in April, so depleted some, but then added some back. So that was at $653.11. Next is my emergency fund, which you can see it was much lower in March, so $6,085.20 there. Gifts, $402.67. Travel, didn't add anything to that, $4.16, so it went up a little bit because of the interest. Car/car maintenance, $2,165.63. This one is growing nicely. Car insurance, $201.18. Beauty, I did deplete that and added back in about $75, so $77.83 there. Sabbatical, I haven't added to, so that is $14.46. I haven't added to my house down payment sinking fund, so that's 74 cents still. And then furniture/home, didn't add to that, 41 cents. Final thing is my student loan debt savings. So this is spread out across a couple of accounts, but I am bringing it back in. I did make a big transfer just yesterday from my Discover account back to Marcus because I had opened that just to get a bonus, and I did get that bonus, which you'll see reflected here because I had $35,918.78 saved for my student loan debt. In total, I have $36,000 of student loan debt, so I'm definitely going to hit that 36K mark very soon. And any extra interest I receive on top of that, I will put toward other savings. Altogether, $45,524.17. Next are my investments. First up, I have my Roth IRA, which is up 16.9% at $16,979.28. Very exciting to see, and of course, the highest amount I've ever had there. Same with my 401k. That went up 8.6%. It's now at $9,219.31. M1 Invest is also up. This is with M1 Finance. It is a brokerage account, all invested in VTI, up 1.5% at $6,082.12. And then finally, Coinbase. I haven't been adding to this. This is just chilling here. But it did go up 2.5% at $409.31. The bulk of that is in Bitcoin, but we all know how crypto's doing. This was just kind of fun money that I used in the past. Altogether, I am up 10% at $32,690.02. So that's exciting. Over 30K invested now, and I think this will grow pretty quickly this year. As always, the most exciting part is my net worth. So all of the numbers I mentioned above are down here. However, I don't count my taxes in my net worth. I don't count my car or anything like that. But I do add in the final balance in my checking account for the month. So that's added in here. You can see my total assets over $80,000, and then my liabilities, I just have my student loan debt. So my net worth is $44,441.84. Not as big of a jump as I saw last month, but still great and very, very exciting because my goal for Q2 is to get over 60K, my net worth over 60K, and my goal for the whole year is to reach over 100K, and we're definitely on track to do that. As always, I love seeing a chart to represent the growth there, but it is okay if it goes down. If you're going down and up, that's very normal. So let me pull up the whole thing so that you can see what I mean by that. So this is all of 2021, all of 2022, and so far in 2023. And you can see that there are quite a few down months in here. So that is very, very normal, and exactly why you just want to keep on going with your investments, with your savings. Because even if your net worth goes down, it is likely to go back up the following month, or even if it doesn't go up the following month or the following month after that, it's over time going to be a line in the right direction. You know, it's going to be going up. So that's exactly what you see with mine. It's definitely been a strong year so far, so I don't think I've had any down points, but that could definitely change. Like at any time, this could go down significantly. It could also go up significantly. Just depends on the stock market, depends on timing and all that. So don't be worried if you are seeing lots of ups and downs. My credit score went up again, just one more point to 802. Still so happy about that. Very excited that I reached 800. Again, this isn't something that you need to focus on too much, especially if you're not looking for a home or needing to take out a loan or anything. But because I've, worked on my finances for so long, I expected to be in the 800 sooner, but it finally happened. So as of last month, I joined the 800 club, and I'm gonna try to maintain that. Final thing to show y'all is my goal tracker sheet. This is the sheet that I was talking about. It's available on my Etsy shop, and it's one of my favorite things because I think it's so fun to have a visual for my goals. I actually added one on here that y'all can probably tell already. That's my furniture fund, but we'll talk about that once I get there. So first up is my goal of being completely debt-free. This is money that I have saved for my student loan debt, as y'all know. I didn't add anything myself to my debt savings, but I got the Discover promo, which was $200, as well as interest from the 3 high yield savings accounts that I have this money spread across as of back in April. So an additional $323.45, and now I have just $81 to go to finish the 36K. Very, very exciting. I love high yield savings accounts, guys. Like, if you don't have one yet, get you one, especially right now when it's high. Second goal is to max my Roth IRA for the year. Nothing until April, so added $2,275, so 35% of the way there, and I have $4,225 to go. The darker sections that you're seeing on here are just when I want to complete that goal, when I want to achieve that goal. So June for that one. Then we have my emergency fund, which I replenished, so $2,420.37. And actually for this one, I put $2,400 back in, and then the account itself gained $20.37 in interest. So this red one is new. This is my furniture sinking fund. So I would like to have about $6,000 in this by the end of the year. So down here I have it at December. What I'm going to be doing is prioritizing my emergency fund before this, and then I would like to get this up to 6K if possible, or as close to that. So for 2023, I am still doing a low spend year, even though I am moving into a home. And I would love to buy furniture right now, but I want to stick to my low spend year. And in order for me to do that, that means not purchasing furniture. I also would just like to save for it anyway, so that I can kind of plan things out and make sure I really want things, do some shopping already in 2023, but not actually purchase it, just save it for the following year and have that money ready to go. Obviously for April, I didn't add anything. This went up. I had 1 cent in interest go there, so 0.01% of the way there, not even. Green section is my goal of reaching a $100,000 net worth. My net worth went up $3,871.93. About 44% of the way there. And yeah, I think I'll be able to hit 100K because the way that we're tracking it's on track. Next is $100,000 gross income. This is between everything. Keep in mind that this is gross income, not what I actually take home. So this is from my full-time job, my side hustles, and my extra income. For April, I was at $10,333.79. 60 cents. Definitely on track here as well. I don't really know what to expect from my side hustles every month, so this could go down, like my income could go down pretty dramatically throughout the rest of the year, but so far we're doing really well. And then I would like to make $30,000 or more from my business income, from my side hustles. Also tracking well here in April. Y'all already saw this number, but $3,557.88. And yeah, this one, I'm almost at 50% and it's only at April. So this one means a lot to me because I've been working on my side hustles for so long. Like this finance channel is relatively new. It's it opened in 2019, 2020, 21, 22, 20, not even, I mean, it's been 3-4 years that I've had this YouTube channel. But before that, I have worked on so many things. I have blogs, I have another YouTube channel. I have been trying for so long to get my income to this point. So just don't look at this and think that this is what I saw after a couple of years. Like this has been over a decade of me working on side hustles. So this means so much to me. And thank you to y'all for being here, of course. Okay, and then the final tracker is to spend less than $50,000 throughout the whole year. So this is excluding my debt, excluding my savings and investments. This is just strictly spending. April was actually pretty high, so $5,912.37, but I still should be good here, 34%, and we want this number to be lower, of course, so the lower it is, the better. I'm hoping over the next few months that this will stay on the lower end, you know, spending about $3,000 or so, but I mean, even if I don't hit this, it's still pretty decent, my spending, so I'm not gonna stress about it, just something I want to aim for and also just track. That's everything for my finances in April. It was a pretty big month. It was very busy and it went so fast. I know I always say that, but it was just, there was a lot going on and that made it go even faster. And yeah, it's just crazy. I can't believe we are in May. But that is it for this video. I know it's really long. Please feel free to comment down below what you achieved in April in regards to your finances. Otherwise, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video.